Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a vlog sale and I have a bunch of items that I will be selling from my personal collection. So there are handbags, shoes, almost all of my Hermes scarves, and a few pairs of sunglasses that will be included in the sale. And just a few more details before we get into the items, of course. I will be accepting payments for these items through either PayPal, friends and family, or Venmo, because those are the best ways to really offer you guys the best prices. And I'll leave all the information about sizing, price, wear and tear of these items all in the description box below, as well as timestamps to each of these categories if you want to skip ahead to that section of this video. All the prices listed down below will be in US dollars, and if you live in the US, those prices will also have shipping included already. And everything is going to be sold on a first come first served basis. And before you send over any payments to me, make sure you confirm with me either through email or through DM on Instagram that you're purchasing a certain item, and I'll let you know the contact information to use for the payment. And yeah, with the logistics out of the way, let me show you the items. So this first section is going to be handbags, and I have 4 handbags that I'm selling. 2 of them are from YSL and the other 2 are from contemporary designers. So the first YSL bag is this blush pink monogram wallet on a chain with silver hardware. And in one of my recent videos where I mentioned that I was thinking about selling this, a lot of you guys had said that I shouldn't sell this, I should keep it because it is such a classic item. But honestly, I think I just need a bigger size bag than this wallet on a chain style, which is kind of strange to say because I do really like my mini bags, but I think that category of mini bags is really the best size for me, and I already have one in mind that I want to buy, which is the mini Fendi Peekaboo. So yes, I think I'm going to let this one go. And even though I have used this quite a bit, it is in great condition still. There's no real wear and tear on the leather outside. The hardware does have some scratches here and there. On the inside, there is some wear and tear on the leather in this pocket right here in the back. The front one is overall pretty good. I don't really see anything, but in the back, the black leather has kind of discolored a little bit, so there is that, and that is about all the wear and tear I see. The leather really does look pretty darn good. And the other YSL bag is this Kate wallet on a chain with this tassel detail here, and it's in a black suede with these really gorgeous silver metallic lines running through it, and it's in a kind of antique silver hardware. And honestly, between these 2 bags, when I'm just looking at the bags, this one is just so stunning compared to that one. That one looks nice, but it's a little bit more of a standard type of color and everything, but this one looks so pretty. Unfortunately, I don't really ever use this bag because when I'm dressing up, I usually go for lighter colors, so I don't really ever use this bag. I have used it a few times, and because it is suede, there is some rubbing on the inside over here. So yes, you can kind of see where this zipper is pressing up against the suede on the inside of the bag, and then where this detachable strap is, there's some marks over there also. Everything on the inside still looks very pristine. So yeah, these are the 2 YSL bags that I'm going to be selling. So one thing I've noticed about my preference in handbags is I don't really like handbags with too much gold hardware. So if it's a bigger bag with a leather strap and a little bit of gold hardware here and there, then that's okay with me. But if it's a smaller size bag with a chain strap, which is predominantly, if not all, gold hardware, then that's a little bit too much gold hardware for me. And these 2 bags both come in gold hardware, and I wonder if I subconsciously knew that I don't really like gold hardware that much, which is why for the more premier designer brands, I don't really have anything that has a chain strap with gold hardware. So yeah, these 2 bags, that's really the only thing that I have against them, or that's the only complaint I have about them. So the first one is this really gorgeous blue Strathberry Nano Tote, and of course it has this gold hardware on it. So on this bag, you do have this one bar, which is such a unique design. And then it has this magnetic closure here, which is very secure, honestly. It comes with this chain strap that has this leather piece at the top, and then the inside is lined in a microfiber material. And then you also get this one little slip pocket here. And the only wear and tear that I can see on this bag is there are 3 little tiny black dots. There's one at the front over here, and then there's 2 that are on the handle. And then at the back, you also have this kind of mark over here. And then at the bottom on the 4 feet, there is a little bit of wear and tear also. So yes, this is the first of the 2 bags with gold hardware that I'm going to be selling. And the second bag with gold hardware is this one from Coach. And I believe this is called the Bowery Crossbody Bag, and it has this really pretty rose detail at the front where the turn lock is. And this bag is no longer available at Coach, but they do have some other ones with the similar rose detail on the bag. And I think that rose actually looks so pretty. It was the main thing that drew me to buying this bag. So this bag, I would say, is a little bit more of an antique gold. So it's not quite as yellow gold as the one from Strathberry, but still I think it's a little bit too much gold for me. So this bag has the slip pocket in the back over here, and it does come with a detachable chain strap. This one is fully metal. It doesn't have the leather piece on the top. And I also have the care booklet for the bag, as well as this little tag that I've never actually even used. It still has the plastic on it and everything. And on the inside, it is mostly lined in leather. So this part here, as well as the inside, aside from the slip pocket, is all leather. It's just that this one pocket is a microfiber lining. So this bag I have worn a decent amount of times, but honestly, the Coach leather is so amazing. I really love the leather on this bag. I'm so tempted to actually keep this just for the leather itself. But there is some marks on the inside of this flap over here, and there's a few marks on the interior compartment of the bag also. There is this one scratch on this part of the leather right here. It's not very noticeable at all. You kind of have to look up close and turn the bag a little bit to really see it. And then there are a few little marks here and there, but that's about it. And honestly, this bag is really, really nice. I really love it. I just wish that it wasn't in gold hardware. So if you watch my designer shoe collection video, then you might have noticed that I have a lot of pairs of shoes, a lot of which I don't really wear whatsoever. So yes, I'm going to be selling 8 pairs of shoes in this video, and typically I do wear a size 6.5 to 7 or 36.5 to 37. And almost all of these shoes, so 7 out of 8 pairs are in a size 37, and one of them is in 37.5, and I'll leave all the information about sizing down below. So 4 pairs of these shoes that I'll be selling are the Christian Louboutin Pigalle Follies in the 100mm heel height. So these shoes are really not that comfortable for me because I do have slightly wide feet, and I kept telling myself that I'm going to consciously try to wear them, and I haven't really. So yes, it's definitely time to let them go. So of the 4 pairs, 3 of them I have worn out of the house, and the 4th pair, which is this opaline color, it's kind of like a greenish blue, Tiffany blue color. That pair I have never worn out of the house. So for this opaline pair, I'll be very honest with you guys. As with anything in a lighter color patent leather, it does end up yellowing a little bit over time, and I would honestly say that it has yellowed a little bit, but it's a very consistent yellowing, so the color isn't like different in one part of the shoe versus another. So yes, that's the first pair. The second pair is this kind of gradient from a white to a snake print at the back. This pair I've worn maybe 5 times or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I don't think it's upwards of 10 times. And this pair has also yellowed a slight bit because it is a white background. And then the third pair is this navy color patent pair, which looks so stunning. And this pair I've probably worn maybe like 2 times max, I want to say. So yes, the wear and tear on this isn't much at all. And the fourth pair is in a very classic black patent leather. And out of these 4 pairs of Pigalle Follies that I own, this pair is the one that I've worn the most, but still the wear and tear on it isn't that bad whatsoever. I am generally very careful with all of my luxury items, shoes included of course, so yes, the wear and tear on it is pretty darn great. And the other pair of Louboutins that I will also be selling is this pair of Arizas in the 100mm heel height. The color is called Pompadour, but basically it's a kind of baby blush pink color, and it's sequined and glittered all throughout, so it is so stunning. But originally I had bought this pair of shoes to be my wedding shoes, and when I went to my dress fitting and I wore my dress with these shoes, I realized that that was not going to work unless I wanted to completely destroy my dress, because the sequins and glitter was just getting caught on the inner layer of tulle. So yes, I ended up buying something else for my wedding shoes, and I've been keeping this pair of shoes around. 1, because I think they're really pretty, and 2, because I always associated it with my wedding when in fact they weren't my wedding shoes, and I will probably never wear them in the future just because they're so kind of blingy and hard to match with things. Even when I'm dressing up for any special occasion, I would probably grab a different pair of shoes over this one. So this pair of Arizas I've never actually worn outside. I have tried it on at home, and I wore it on a carpeted surface for my dress fitting, but that's basically it. So it's basically in like new condition. I'm also going to be selling 2 of my 3 pairs of Valentino rock studs. So these are the ones in the higher heel height, and I'm not quite ready to let go of my red pair yet, but I will be selling my black pair as well as the rose gold pair. And the reason for this is just because I don't think I am cool enough to pull off this kind of edgy rock stud type of look. So yes, I'll be selling them on, and hopefully whoever buys them will be able to get more wear out of them. I personally do think they're a classic. I know that maybe people kind of find them not trendy anymore, but honestly, they're a really nice pair of shoes. I just don't think it is my personal style, and I kind of wish that I didn't buy 3 pairs because they're pretty expensive even for designer shoes. And the black pair as well as the rose gold pair, I've only worn each of them like a handful of times, so the wear and tear is really super minimal. And the last pair of shoes are the Stuart Weitzman strappy sandals in the 115mm heel height. And these shoes are so classic. I really do love them, and even though they're in such a high heel height, it's actually pretty comfortable because your feet are pretty free and not squished together in these sandals. But the reason that I'm choosing to sell them is because I recently bought a different pair of black strappy heeled sandals. They're the Aquazzura Tequila sandals, and I really love that style, and I don't need 2 pairs of very similar types of sandals, so that's why I'm selling the Stuart Weitzman pair. Okay, now for my Hermes scarves, and I've been going back and forth all the time on whether I should sell all of them, keep all of them, or maybe sell a portion, but I think I finally decided that I'm going to sell all 7 of my 90cm silk scarves because I don't wear them, and I think that if I sell them, I won't actually miss them. It's just right now, whenever I open my drawer and I see them, I'm like, oh, they look really pretty. So I'm just going to sell them, and hopefully between now and the time that I actually post this video, I don't change my mind. So for all of these scarves, I no longer have the boxes for them, and I also don't have the tags for them either. And I've taken most of the care tags off of these scarves. There's 2 of them that actually still have the care tags. I personally took them off just because when I was tying it in certain ways, the care tag was kind of showing. So I took them off just to be able to tie them in multiple ways instead of being limited. And also I checked these scarves very carefully, and to the best of my knowledge, none of them have any foundation marks on it or any snags or anything, but there are some creases and wrinkles just because when you're tying a scarf, that's kind of expected. So the first 2 I'm going to show you guys still have the care tags attached. So the first one is this kind of oriental print one, and it's in this blue colorway with these kind of orangey red details on it. And this is actually one of my favorite ones and one of the ones that I wear the most often. And then I also have this one, which is called Under the Waves. I'm only going to say the names of the ones that I can pronounce, and the others, instead of butchering the names, I'll leave the names of the scarves in the description box below. So this one is called Under the Waves, and it's in this green and coral colorway, and this is so pretty. I also have this in the thinner mousseline scarves. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I also have this in that style of scarf, and that one I'm actually keeping because I think I might wear those in the future. So this one is so pretty. I think Alice Shirley, which she's the one that designed this pattern, she's actually like one of the ones that are kind of more popular with Hermes scarves. So yes, this one is so pretty, so intricate. And then the next one and everything following it don't have the care tags attached anymore. So this next one is called Tiger. And this one is also by Alice Shirley. I actually really like her designs, so I have quite a bit of them. So this one has this really stunning tiger on it. And this is in a very wearable color scheme. It's just black and white, but I still don't really wear it. And then this next one is kind of like different panels depicting streets in maybe Paris. I'm not sure if it's Paris, but this is what it looks like. And it has this really bright blue border on it. And then in that oriental print, I also have this colorway, which is with a pink border. And it has these really bright florals and everything on it. This is also really stunning. The last two depict an English garden, and then I have it in this kind of really pretty pastel colorway. This one is actually one of the most intricate scarves I have. So there's this colorway, and then I also have it in this blue colorway also. So super pretty. And this one is also by Alice Shirley. Her designs are just so pretty. So yes, those are the Hermes scarves that I'm including in this vlog sale. And I really hope they go to better homes with you guys that will actually wear them and love them more than I do. And this last category is sunglasses. So I have two pairs of sunglasses that I'm going to be selling. And the reason is I just don't really wear sunglasses that often. The only time I ever wear sunglasses is when I'm in the car and the sun is in my eye, in which case I tend to just grab the pair that I specifically keep in my car. And I do try to carry a pair of sunglasses in my handbag at all times, just to change things up a little bit and to go with my outfit and yada yada. But really the only time I ever reach for sunglasses is when I'm in the car. So between the pair in the car and the one in my handbag, it gets a little bit redundant. So the only pair of designer sunglasses I'm keeping going forward is the pair that I keep in my car. Plus, I also don't really like how sunglasses kind of inevitably take off some of the foundation on your face. Plus, for my Asian face shape where I have a really short nose bridge and high cheekbones and that type of thing, it kind of gets annoying when the sunglasses are just sitting right up against your cheeks. So yes, because of all these reasons, I'm going to part ways with these two pairs. So the first pair is from Saint Laurent, and for this pair, I still have the case that comes with it. I still have the cleaning cloth and all the booklets that came with the sunglasses too. And this pair is their Lulu sunglasses, which is this really adorable heart-shaped pair of sunglasses. And I have it in this kind of purpley pink tone for the lenses. And this is really so cute and so unique, which is why I bought them in the first place. But I realized that I'm just too self-conscious to wear these. So I think I've worn them maybe twice, I want to say. So there's no scratches on the lenses or anything. On the frames, there are some small scratches, but really it's super minor. So yes, there's this pair that I think is really cute, but just not for me. And the second pair is a pair from Chanel. And for this pair of sunglasses, I only have the box that came with it. So this pair is actually probably my favorite pair, but unfortunately it doesn't fit that well in the compartment in my car. So I decided to keep a different pair instead. So for this one, it is a very kind of classic shaped sunglasses. And the really unique part is actually on the sides. So it actually has this kind of chain detail that you find on the handbags, and it has the leather that's interwoven through the chain. And I believe that this leather is lambskin. I think that's what the sales associate told me when I purchased these. And you also get the CC logos on the sides. And this is just so stunning. I really like how they took the details from their handbags and put it on these sunglasses. And this pair is also really well maintained. I've worn these much more than I have the heart-shaped pair from Saint Laurent actually, but there isn't any scratches on the lenses. Once again, there are some scratches on the frames, but it's also not bad at all. And these lenses is kind of like a black color, I want to say. So yes, this is the second pair of sunglasses that I'm selling. So that is everything I'm including in this vlog sale. And honestly, I really do love the look of these items. I mean, there's a reason that I bought them in the first place, but I'm kind of past the point where I'm buying luxury pieces or keeping them even just because they look pretty. If I'm not using them, they can go to a better home, and I'll stick with admiring them in photos or maybe just looking at them in stores. If you're not really thinking of buying any of these items, hopefully this at least gave you some insight into why an item didn't work for me, and maybe that'll help you with your future purchase decisions. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing for new videos every single Thursday. I am planning to do a giveaway when I hit 5,000 subscribers. So subscribe so you don't miss out on this future giveaway. And I'll leave 2 videos up on the screen for you to watch next. So I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.